Salutare fratilor, Justice Wolf here with the final episode of Titanfall Inside. Thanks for joining me today. As promised, this episode we will cover advanced Titanfall tactics, and it's recommended to have watched the previous episodes first, since a lot of the stuff in this episode will be covered in depth throughout the series. I have linked the playlist of Titanfall Inside on this video. Once again, the gameplay you're watching is an action-packed full gameplay on Outpost 207, running a stealthy setup. The music today is provided by Tomas Mastroscello and is called Rising Up. Link will be available as well in the description. So to start off, let's look at parkour. Now I know I said in my first video that I have not attempted much climbing on walls, and I love playing the game as a foot soldier. I found that getting good at parkour is the key in getting around the map faster. So essentially what I want is to give you some insight on what you can use to become better at traversing the map faster. The first thing you want to look for is zip lines. Now these are all over the maps, and most maps will give you the ability to link zip lines together. Learn this route and practice them a lot. They can really save you from difficult situations. To be successful at traversing zip lines, combine this with cloak, and you may be able to flank an enemy much faster and efficient than ever before. The second thing in parkour is grappling on the wall. A lot of people still have no clue how this is done, since it's not covered in the initial training simulator, and it's left for the people wits to discover. This is performed by hitting the left trigger on the controller or the right click for keyboard in mid-run onto a wall. The pilot will jab his knife in the wall and hang for a few seconds, giving you time to plan your next move or simply survey an area. Combine this with the smart pistol, since you have the ability to shoot but not to aim down sights. Therefore the smart pistol can replace that with the automatic targeting system. What you can also use being high up and having a good vantage point. It's a skill that definitely takes practice. However, it gives great result, and that is using the Iron Titan weapon, Archer Heavy Rocket, and preferably the more powerful version, Amped Archer, to attack and possibly down Titans. This particular lock-on system has a bullet curve effect. Therefore, if you get good at it, you can learn to shoot at the Titans around corners without exposing your location. To practice, you need to lock on just before a Titan is out of your view, and you will see that the lock-on still picks on the target and will let you fire. Finally, for a pilot tactic, learn to hack Spectres. Not only this gives you tremendous XP, they will become your allies and follow you around the map. Spectres have the ability to jump really high, therefore they won't be stuck on walls or experience the same problems that grunts do. Combine this with the Spectre Camo burn card to see how easy it is to fool enemies thinking you are just another AI. Now let's look at some Titan tips. The first thing is of course calling your Titan. Most players prefer calling a Titan in a safe area, but what they are missing is in an instant enemy Titan kill, or at least couple of AI enemies that stumble upon its drop zone. Since there is an enemy alert shown on their display when you're dropping a Titan on their location, this makes it a bit of a challenge. However, what you can do to improve that is use arc grenades. What this will do is impair the HUD display of that Titan and immediately drop your Titan. Pair this with Warfell Transmitter, which increases the Titanfall speed to secure a satisfying and very rewarding instant Titan kill. Once you're in your Titan, never disregard the Titan dash ability, and make sure you use that to the fullest. Do not shoot at enemies that are close to you, and instead dash towards them for a very squishy death under your giant mechanical feet. Also, if pilots are rushing to you, instead of dashing back and shooting like a madman hoping to defeat the foe before he rodeos your Titan, stop and use your melee ability. If this is done right, once again that pilot will be squashed by a punch. Now, when you want to jump out of your Titan, this is possible not only when you are in a doom state and the indicator shows up on the screen, but also at your leisure by pressing up on the D-pad to force the indicator to show up. This tactic can be used in your advantage, since sometimes it's best to eject out of your Titan to take occupation to a high vantage point, or even locking onto an enemy Titan, since the drop is quite long and you will be able to fire a rocket before you are back on the ground. And now for my final tip. We all know Titans are excellent guard dogs, but did you know also that if you ride a friendly Titan, you will be protected by the force shield, and enemy pilots will be unable to rodeo that Titan. This pairing is quite deadly, since you can still use your weapons and have an advantage over the speedy surrounding pilots than your host. And with that, we conclude Titanfall Inside. I hope you enjoyed this journey and learned a few things that you can apply in your own playstyle. I had a blast creating this material for you guys, and as you notice, I'm striving to improve with every video. I want to thank everyone that has seen, liked my videos, or subscribed here, and I want to let you know that this is just the beginning. Shortly after this, I will start work on my next project for you guys, which for the time being is going to be a secret. But rest assured, you can look forward to new content on my channel that would spark interest. And with that being said, subscribe now for new and exciting content, and until next time, justice will out.